It was 10th grade. I was in AP Science, and it was far and away my favorite class. The best part of that class was my teacher. He was highly regarded as one of the top teachers in the country. He transferred over from Cherry Creek schools the year prior, and his name was Mr. Bonkell. To be honest, Mr. Bonkell was a fucking asshole. On his first day, he stumbled into class drunk and asked Trisha Marsh if he could bum a cig. When she told him that she didn't smoke, he responded, "No wonder you're such a big fat bitch." Trisha, humiliated, ran out the classroom, and a few days later she reported him to the principal. However, Mr. Bonkell paid a few students and myself to lie and say that Trish was just a big fat slut, and she was humiliated that he turned down her advances. It was a dick move, but $20 is $20. Asshole or not, he brought the best out of us. We had the highest test scores in the tri-state area, and to everyone's pleasure, Mr. Bonkell would reward us with food. The only downside, for some odd reason, he refused to get us donuts. I was the highest scoring tester 8 out of 10 times, so naturally Mr. Bonkell took a liking to me. He asked if I could assist him with an experiment he's been working on, and in return I'd get 100 points extra credit. Mr. Bonkell expressed his desire to become stronger, but he also noted that his lack of commitment to hard work and exercise would make that difficult. He hoped through science we could create a formula that would increase his strength, so he could vanquish some demons. He then stopped talking as if he wanted me to ask him to elaborate, so I did. He told me the reason he transferred schools was because of a bully named Gordon. He said Gordon was jealous of his good looks and how good of a teacher he was, so he orchestrated him to be jumped. Mr. Bonkell said he caught wind of it and hightailed it out of there. I really didn't care, so I simply replied, "Oh hell nah," and then I told him we better get started. It took 7 months and endless pots of coffee, but we finally did it. We created a serum that increased all the lab rats' strength and stamina by 1,800%. All we had to do now is hope the serum worked on human DNA. I had my doubts, but Mr. Bonkell insisted. He told me he couldn't wait any longer to beat Gordon's fat fuck face in, so we created a dose specifically for Mr. Bonkell's weight and height. He looked nervous and began to have second thoughts, and asked if we should run more tests. However, fed up with this corny ass nigga, I said hell nah, and told him to stop being a little bitch. He agreed. He was on some bitch shit, then screamed, "Bottoms up, nigga." He then chugged the whole bottle. We waited anxiously, and after what felt like a pretty long time, Mr. Bonkell started to convulse. He fell to the floor and started shaking around even more. He then shit his pants. The smell was truly terrible. I wasn't sure what to do, but when he began to bleed from his eyes and asshole, I decided the best thing to do was destroy all evidence of me being here and dip the fuck out. I would have called for help, but nowadays they triangulate my shit and I'd be all over CNN as the nigga who killed his teacher. Mr. Bonkell was reported missing after a few no-call, no-shows, and when the police went to his house, all they found were a pair of soiled underwear and an empty serum bottle. I don't know where Mr. Bonkell is, but I pray every day he doesn't find that fat nigga Gordon he despised so much. If the test was successful, Mr. Bonkell is a goddamn supervillain now. What have I done?